So it's no secret that I'm quite a big Borderlands fan, and we are now down to 92 days until our Borderlands 4 release date. And so I thought, to commemorate this exciting time while waiting for Borderlands 4 to come out, I was going to do something fun on the older Borderlands games. I'm going to try and kill a raid boss every single day until Borderlands 4 comes out. So this is another day of killing one raid boss a day until Borderlands 4 releases. Let's get into it. So it is day 5 and we are here in Borderlands, the pre-sequel, to fight the only raid boss in Borderlands, the pre-sequel, and that is the Invincible Empyrean Sentinel. Now, let me just buy a bunch of ammo, because I'm definitely going to need it during this fight. There we go. And the Invincible Empyrean Sentinel is not the easiest boss ever, and unlike Borderlands 2 and Borderlands 3 to an extent, the pre-sequel doesn't really have any just absolutely insane kind of damage situations going on. So this is going to be much like the Borderlands 1 kill, where it is a little bit of a slog to try and kill him. Nothing too bad, but you'll see what I mean when we get into the fight. We're going to be playing NISHA today because she is a character that I've actually got to level 70. I haven't actually got many other characters this high level, and I figure I should play one of the maxed out characters I have. So NISHA is going to be the choice today. We are doing a pretty standard gunslinger build with all the pistol damage, and then down to Tombstone for all of that explosive damage there, and then a little bit down here for just some added survivability. Gonna place the moonstones in here because there is no iridium in this game. We have moonstones, and that will open our door to the raid boss. Now I'm going to be using the luck cannon, which I have, Rustler's Flare, well, the Flare, which is very good. We need a lot of shock damage for stripping shields. That's why I'll be switching between the pitchfork and the IVF quite a lot for the shield stripping. We have just got a tanky shield here, the Celestial Lawbringer, a longbow cryo, which isn't really doing a lot for me. I might actually put on the Stormfront. And we have this to increase fire rate and reload speed while airborne, and we will pretty much spend 95% of this fight in the air, so that should work nicely. I do have some rockets and stuff, like possibly I might put a bada boom on just to help with the shield stripping a little bit, or in phase 2 maybe just try and nuke him with a bada boom. I haven't really decided yet, but we will see. And yeah, that should about do us for the build here. Yeah, let's go with that, unless I get knocked up on the edge. Here we go. Now, every time you do come in to fight the Sentinel for the Invincible kill, for the raid boss kill, it is going to play a cutscene, which is a little bit annoying, and it is an unskippable cutscene, but that is just one of the quirks of the pre-sequel. And yeah, it is a bit of a shame that the only raid boss in this game is just the final boss reused with more health, so it's kind of a bit sucky, but it is what it is. No point complaining about it now. This game's never going to get any more, so this is what we are stuck with. So there's basically a bunch of different immunity phases with this boss. It's a little bit of an annoying one. It's do the same thing 4 or 5 different times. So for this phase, I am just going to try and reload Chuck down with the IVF to get rid of the shield as quick as possible. Did a pretty decent damage then. For these first phases, it is just a case of strip the shield and then get her into the second phase. There it is. That's phase 1 done. And then she's going to go into the middle and spawn into her fire phase now. Make sure I jump that. And we will pretty much try and do the same thing again. Just get a bunch of very quick chucks to try and strip the shield as much as possible. Maybe I shouldn't have fired that bada boom there. More baby maker damage while IVF in this game. There we go. That's phase 2 done. See if we can pick up some ammo. Now, a good thing about this fight is they do kind of reward you with plenty of ammo around the arena. They will constantly spawn these little pools, these things, which spit out ammo quite often, so that's really handy. See if we can get this kill before going into my ult. That might help me out. There we go. Bunch of kill skills. Yeah. This is her ice phase, as you're probably well aware. More baby maker ammo. This is going to be the general strategy for this fight. Pick up ammo and use the baby maker for as much of it as we can. The player also does do some pretty decent damage, but one thing about that player is it just really eats through ammo, I find. There we go. Nice. And then we're on a final health bar. We'll save this guy for... hopefully get the kill on that guy. And then we should be able to just try and rinse through as much as possible of this boss. That's a reflection ability, so we do not want to shoot then if we can avoid it. Maybe we'll do a bit of hand cannon. Hand cannon is very good. It does do a very nice amount of damage, but... oh. And another thing that is good about this boss, actually, is most of the time there will be ads that she'll spawn. There we go. So you're never really stuck too bad without a second wind in this fight, which is obviously great. Nothing worse than being downed with no chance for a second wind. Oh, look at all the crits. I will say NISHA is one of my favourite characters in all of the Borderlands games. She's just always felt really fun to play. And there's something so satisfying about the aimbot that she has. Kind of awesome. There we go. Nice. Okay, so that's the first phase of the fight. And then we obviously have phase 2, where we get the big guy spawning in the middle. Here we go. But I think I will swap on a pitchfork for this one. Because I find the pitchfork actually does a really, really good amount of damage to the face. We have one giant face shield in this phase. Just crawl your way out of that portal. Come on out. So yeah, same raid boss, but this is just kind of phase 2 of it, I guess. So let's see if we can get a initial kill on one of these guys. There we go. And then just kind of shred the face with the pitchfork. There we go. That's part 1 of it done. It's a face shredded. Still need to... can I see round the other side? Wow. Just like move her face all around the place so I can't see it. There we go. And yeah, that's what I talked about before. It does just eat through ammo, the flare. It does do good damage, but just, yeah. Kind of eats through ammo a bit ridiculously. Again, that should be the kill there. Just about. There we go. Very nice. Run around, try and grab a bunch of ammo, and we'll do the same again with the pitchfork. Depending on how the fight goes, I might swap to the bada boom to try and kind of finish it off. Although I find the third phase is generally the one that I want to use that for the most. We can get a kill here. There we go. Oh, shock phase. Okay, yeah. So, obviously in shock phase we don't want to be using the pitchfork because it's not going to do much damage. So we'll just spam her down with the luck cannon, I think is probably going to be the best thing. All of NISHA's kill skills, all proccing. Uh-oh. That's bad. Put a few of those down just in case we go down. No, it should be okay. Oh, get me round. Nice. Get a bit of flare action. Now we got some ammo. Beautiful. One more clip. Oh, and pop. Nice. Okay, phase 3, which I tend to find is the most dangerous, so maybe I'll just try and bada boom spam down since we do have a massive amount of ammo. Obviously go for the kill first on one of the minions, and then we'll swap to the bada boom. Here we go. Oh no! Got caught, unfortunately. There we go, got a second wind on the face, that's good. Oh yes, that's good damage. Not bad. Oh, nearly got me. Finish him off with the flare. Very nice. There we go. That is the Imperial Sentinel down. Not my favourite raid boss by any stretch. Not a bad fight, but it's just the fact that it's a reused story fight, which just kind of sucks. Did we get any legendaries? That's going to be the question. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Nope. We'll get a big old refresh on all of our moonstones that we spent. Not that I care, because I have maxed out everything pretty much in this game, so... Yep. And yeah, doesn't look like we got any legendaries for our troubles, which kind of sucks. But that's the nature of the game. And that is another raid boss completed. Let me know what raid boss you want to see next, guys, and I will try and do my best to fit it in. Of course, we still do have over 90 days left to do raid bosses, so we are going to have to repeat quite a few of these raid bosses, but I'll try and do different methods on killing a bunch of different raid bosses, so hopefully keep it as interesting as possible. I've got a link to my Discord in the description down below if you want to go ahead and join that. And also, if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing to the video to catch some more Borderlands content for the exciting wait until we get Borderlands 4. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.